ladies. We have a quiz in here today in about 15, maybe 20 minutes. I am going to go over some notes with you first, and then I will, we'll do the warm-up, then go over the notes. The notes are going to kind of help you review for the quiz, and then your quiz is going to be kind of like the last quiz. I'm going to give it to you with a partner, but you and your partner will have different quizzes. So same problems, just different numbers. Okay? Number 1, it says, find the slant height of a cone. What is slant height?
The side of it. Or like where from the right angle out.
Yeah, it's the diagonal. It's where would you slide down?
Isn't it 5?
It is 5. Why is it 5?
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Because you have 3 and 4. 3 is your actual height, your H. And I just want to remind you, slant height, we use the letter L. So I have 3, I have 4. What is my L? 5. Okay. What if it wasn't 3 and 4? What if I had a cone that looked like this, that was 5 and, or that doesn't make sense, 12 and 5? How would I find the slant height here? Pythagorean theorem. So, you could use Pythagorean theorem for 3 and 4. Hopefully by now we've memorized 3, 4, 5. But if you didn't memorize it, or if it wasn't 3 and 4, you would have to do Pythagorean theorem. All right? So just something to remind you, we're going to practice that later on. So my slant height is 5. Okay? Next question says, find the lateral surface area of the prism. When you go open up your notes, lateral surface area, LSA, in the prism column is what formula?
Sorry.
What is the formula for lateral surface area of a prism?
It's pH.
It's pH. Now, what are my bases here?
The 2 triangles.
The 2 triangles. Do y'all agree this is a base?
Oh yeah, sure.
And this is a base. Yeah, you're definitely going to want your little foldable notes out today. So I need to find the perimeter of this base. How do I find the perimeter of this base? 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals 12. So this is going to be, for perimeter, I'm going to put the number 12. What is the height of my prism? How far away are my bases from each other? 6. The height of the prism is 6. The height of the triangle is 3, but the height of the prism, if I were to turn this on the triangles, would be 6. And what is 12 times 6? So my answer is 72 inches squared for lateral surface area. And that's it. If you can do me a favor, once you are done writing this down, please pass your warm-ups up to the front of your row. We're going to do that later. Okay. Does everybody have this paper at their desk? I'll get it in just a second. Just put it on. Thank you, Maya. All right. We are going to, again, I'm going to take about 20 minutes to do these notes, and then you're going to have 20 minutes to take your quiz. So, if you can please look up. We talked about composite figures when we did our last test. And composite figures was adding multiple shapes. All right? Adding multiple shapes together. Now, in 3D, it's the same thing, but now they're 3-dimensional shapes. So, real quick, what 2 shapes do you see right here? I'm going to call this a little castle. A cylinder and a cone. So, I'm just going to write that down. And it says, find the surface area of the composite figure. So, I'm going to have to find the surface area of the cone and the surface area of the cylinder. And what am I going to end up doing with these?
Subtracting or adding?
Oh, which one? Subtracting or adding?
Oh, let me take a wild guess. Subtracting. Adding. Adding? Subtracting. Surface area? You're adding?
Surface area, I want of the whole thing, I am adding. If I wanted like empty space or something like that, then it would be subtracting. But this is going to be adding, so I'm going to be adding these.
Oh, yeah, I said that.
Now, I want you to look at your cone. If I were to paint this, what part of the cone am I painting? The lateral surface area. Do you agree that base is not on the outside of the cone? I do not want the base of the cone. I just want the lateral surface area of the cone. Does that make sense? Because I just want a round on the top. I don't want this. This base right here is not being painted.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh,
Okay. So look at your formulas. Flip to cone. Go look for lateral surface area of cone. What is your formula for lateral surface area of a cone?
Pi
Pi RL. Okay. So I have pi. What's my radius of this circle? 4. Ooh, I need to find L. Now, if y'all can please look up, what is this right here?
3.
Why is it 3? Okay, it's not because it's half of 6, although you end up being right. Thank you so much. Although you're ending up being right, do you agree this right here is 3?
Yeah.
And if the whole thing is 6, what is 6 minus 3?
Oh,
3. So just be careful, it won't always be half.
okay.
And again, I have 3, I have 4. What is my L right here? 5. My L is 5. What is 4 times 5?
I think that equals 620.
So what is my lateral surface area of this cone? 20 pi. Everybody please write that down. Again, all I am finding is around the top of the cone, not the base, because that base is not on the outside of this picture.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the surface area of a cylinder. What do I need to find here on this cylinder?
I'm turning the page. Is it the surface area?
It is, but there's something weird about this one.
Is it all of it weird?
I mean, yes, but
Okay.
what's different about this cylinder when I'm finding the surface area?
Yeah.
Am I painting the whole cylinder?
No.
What am I not painting?
The top.
I'm not painting that top. So when you look at your formula for cylinder, let me go to cylinder. Here are my cylinders down here. When you look at formula for cylinder, if I just want the lateral, it's this. If I want the total, it's this one. But do I want everything on this?
Yeah.
What do I not want?
The top base.
Top base. So how many bases do I want this time? So instead of copying this formula, I'm going to copy this, but instead of 2b, how many bases do I want? 1b. So this is going to be 2 pi RH plus 1 pi R squared. Because I'm only using one base, not that top one. So 2 pi, what's my R? 4. It's still 4 down here as well. What's the height of this cylinder? 3. Plus 1 pi 4 squared. And y'all can put this in Desmos, but what do you got to do? Do not put pi. Or you can do it in your head, whichever you prefer. Could you do 2 times 4 times 3 in your head? Maybe. Don't forget the plus sign. And I get 40 what?
Pi.
40 pi.
Wouldn't it be squared too?
No, it would be centimeters squared. But I'm not done. What do I got to do to these? Can I add them?
No, because it's pi.
Because there's pi, but what? Look at them.
You can add them.
Why? They're both pi. If they're both pi, you can't add them. So what is 20 pi plus 40 pi? My answer here is 60 pi centimeters squared.
With the 20 pi have centimeters?
Yes. If this is a little confusing for you, that's perfectly fine. It's the first time you're seeing it. Let's do this next one. How much paper would we need to wrap this house-shaped box? If you're wrapping something, what is that? Is that surface area or volume?
Surface area?
Surface area. Wrapping is surface area. Yeah, you can just put SA, sure. So what shapes do I have here?
Is that a triangle?
It's a pyramid. So I'm going to do the surface area of a pyramid plus
Surface area of a rectangular prism.
a prism. Yep. And you're right, it's rectangular. I just don't have enough room to write that down. So I'm just going to write prism. What is my formula? Look at your notes for surface area of a pyramid. One half PL. Okay, but again, same thing. We have to find lateral because we're just finding around. Do we want to find this base down here? Or no, not that base. All right, and then next, what is the perimeter of this base? What are all of these sides?
Are they all 4? Or what is that?
They're not 4.
6?
They are all 6. So what is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6? 6 times 4 is 24. Ugh, I don't like this question. It's a lot. Alright, how tall is this pyramid? Okay, the whole figure is 8, but this is 4, so it's going to be 4. And how much is this going to be right here?
3?
Why 3?
Because it's half of 6.
Because it's half of 6. And if you have 3 and 4, again, we've done this how many times today? What's my slant going to be?
Oh, I think it's going to be 5.
I'll tell you, it's a lot today, 5, but it won't always be 5. And putting in that in the calculator, what is 1/2 of 24 times 5? 60.
Isn't that centimeters squared?
We're not done yet. We'll get there, but yes, yeah. You could. I usually don't put it in my work. I don't put it to final answer, but you could. All right. What about this prism? What is the formula for a prism? Surface area of a prism. pH plus 2B. But do I want both bases here? No. So this is going to be 1B instead of 2B. Normally you would do pH plus 2B, but do you agree we're not painting this?
Yeah.
So we're only going to use that bottom base.
Miss, once I got to that with a T.
Plus.
I know.
Plus. What did we say the perimeter was? Still going to be 24. What's the height of that prism?
4.
4. Write this down, please. Ooh, what's the big B here? What's going to be my area of this base? 6 times 6. And it does equal 36. And if you're sitting here and you're like, Miss Olivars, how are we supposed to remember? Again, I'm just doing this one with you. You don't have to have this all down right now. No, this is not on the quiz. The quiz is going to be like these individually. Yeah. No. And then what is 24 times 4 plus 36? Did you say why are we doing this?
Yeah, you said why are we doing this?
It's on your going to be on your test next week. Say it again.
Wasn't it 96?
You forgot to add 36. Okay. And then what do I do to these two things? So it is going to be 192 centimeters squared.
But why am I learning this today if it's not on our quiz today and why not?
So technically we're supposed to take the quiz first and then do these notes. But for me, these shapes are still on your quiz, even if they're not all together. So this is kind of a review for your quiz. Alright. Last one I think I'm going to do with you. We'll see if we get to number 4. Did everybody get that down?
Yes.
Sorry. Let me give y'all a minute. I see some people writing. Danny, he packed a basketball with a radius of 5. So let me put the basketball has a radius of 5 into a cube-shaped box. How much empty space is left over? What are we going to have to do here to find the empty space? We are doing volume here. And somebody said we are subtracting volumes. Which volume are we going to find first? The cube.
Why the cube?
Because that's the bigger one. Because if you do it the other way, it'll be a negative number. We don't want that. I gave y'all earlier this week, I only did it one time for 2 seconds, but I told you the formula for a cube. Does anybody remember?
Wasn't it 1/3 or something? With the P and then.
That's for P. I don't. That's for cone. What about cube?
Isn't it have 8 P in it?
Isn't it 1/4 something?
Does it have 8 P?
It has side. This is the side length. 10 is the side length.
Oh, it has the S in it.
It has the S in it. If it's a cube,
Isn't it pi squared S something?
BH.
go look at your spheres page. Example number 3.
Okay, why do you whisper if we can all listen?
Because it gets your attention. It is S cubed. A cube is S cubed. Well, what is my side length? 10. So everybody write 10 cubed. No, it's not 10 times 3. What is 10 to the third?
That's 1,000.
1,000. That means there are 3 zeros. What else do we need to find the volume of? Go look at your notes. What is the formula for volume of sphere? 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Write this down, please. What is my r? It tells us right here the radius is 5, so I'm going to put a 5 cubed. And type that in the calculator. 4 over 3. Don't put pi. 5. This is going to be an ugly number, I can already tell. I do not want that ugly number. What do I want? The fraction. 5, bless you. 500 over 3. 503 what? Pi. It's going to be inches cubed. And what am I going to do to these two numbers? Can I actually subtract them?
No.
Why not? We subtracted up here.
Pie.
Because one of them has a pi, one of them does not. We are done. That's my answer. I am,
There's
what?
two pies you could add.
If there are two, if there's pi on each of them, you can add and subtract them. But if only one of them has it, you cannot. Yep. Alright, this last one we're just going to talk about. We're not going to actually do, because I want you to have enough time on your quiz. It says, find the volume of the toilet paper roll. What would I do here?
Find the volume. First of all.
You rated? Wouldn't it be like half or 16?
Find
Yep.
the volume of the big. Because that's a cylinder, and then find the volume of the cylinder.
You are going to find the volume of the big cylinder and the volume of the small cylinder and do what? And subtract. And yes, Joe, if we were actually solving this out, the radius is half of 16, and we would just plug that in. But again, for today, I want y'all to have enough time on your quiz. I'm just going to pause right there. Okay? I just need you to know it's finding the volume of both and subtracting. Okay? All right. If you can please put this to the side. And again, make sure you have out your notes. I'm going to let you get with the partner of your choosing. And so if you want to get up and move to a different partner, you can. But you are going to have a different quiz as your partner. Please do not copy your partner's quiz. It will be different. You have the rest of the class period, which is about 25 minutes, to complete this quiz. Thanks, bye.